all your plumbing, your heating, and your AC needs. Bumblebee's put you at ease. So give us a buzz.
Barry the Bee here to give you the buzz on some sweet deals from Bumble Breeze and Train that are sure to get your hive in shape and humming all year round. If you and your honey want to stay cool, take your comfort to the next level with a free estimate from a Train comfort specialist. After all, it's hard to stop a train. We don't just do ACs at Bumble Breeze. We've got your entire home covered, and our worker bees are local, right from your Las Vegas colony and surrounding areas. We also specialize in water heater replacements, whole home water treatment systems, plumbing, repiping, and mainline replacements for both residential and commercial. Our technicians are here to serve you safely and professionally, so don't get stung by high prices and inferior service. Make a beeline to the web. Yikes, webs. www.bumblebreeze.com. Zip.
Bumblebee's put you at ease. So give us a buzz.
Hi, Little Bob here to let you know that my Bobopedic mattresses offer the comfort and quality of a national mattress brand for half the price. No matter your budget, there's a Bobopedic Memory Foam Hybrid or Hybrid Plus mattress for you. But don't take it from me. Check them out at mybobs.com.
The consequences of having a so-called president of the United States, Joe Biden, and a so-called vice president of the United States, Kamala Harris, installed through fraudulent elections. The world sees how weak they are. The world sees how they were installed, frankly, in an inappropriate and illegal manner. The world sees that the president, if you want to call him that, is virtually brain dead. And the world is erupting in violence. And in particular, our best ally, Israel. Over 200 rockets have been fired from Hamas, that terrorist group in Gaza, who, by the way, is supported by Ilham Omar and Rashida Tlaib, two Muslim congresswomen in the Democrat Party in Congress. The Israelis are having to fight back. All heck is breaking loose again in the Middle East. John Kerry has given classified information to the Iranians with regard to Israeli operations in Syria, which obviously are jointly carried out with our military. And you can see what's going to happen. China is abusing its area of expertise with regard to space, sending in rockets that are dangerous, that are falling to Earth, that can destroy civilian populations, notwithstanding the massive destruction caused by COVID-19. North Korea is rattling its sabers. Iran says it's going to produce more uranium to create atomic weapons if we don't cave in. It's a real mess. It's a disaster on the horizon. And it's time that we hold the criminal Joe Biden accountable for his deeds. That's what we're doing at Freedom Watch. Go to freedomwatchusa.org with regard to his having been indicted for the massive bribery scheme from, you guessed it, Communist China, Ukraine, and Russia. And others are on the horizon, too. We're seeking the indictment of John Kerry for treason against the United States, Mitch McConnell for also laundering money from China through his wife, Elaine Chao, whose family is extremely close to the Communist Chinese and has holdings in Communist China with regard to shipping. This country is being run by a bunch of criminals. This country is being run by people who put their own interests before the interests of the American people. And that's not why, notwithstanding, as I write in my book, It Takes a Revolution, Forget the Scandal Industry, which you can get at Amazon.com, booksamillion.com, barnesandnoble.com, and with a contribution of $50 or more at freedomwatchusa.org, which allows us to do our work. We're holding a third Continental Congress in Philadelphia. It was the Second Continental Congress that resulted in the Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776. Ours is being held 245 years later at Independence Hall, the Visitor Center, July 5th and 6th. You are welcome. Go to freedomwatchusa.org. You're invited. You can buy a ticket. The proceeds go to helping pay for that event and other Freedom Watch activities. We want you to be there because we are going to declare independence again. Let the criminals stay in Washington and commit crimes against each other. We're moving on peacefully and legally, and we will reenact our Constitution with certain additions discrimination on the basis of ideological belief, getting a real election system that isn't based on fraud and rife with fraud, which is based on so-called social justice. No, it should be based on who votes is the actual person who votes. That's what it should be based on. And of course, making it clear that federal government officials and judges do not have immunity, and also clearing up the fact that they should not think that they serve for life. They really don't now. They serve for good behavior, but in 245 years, only 8 judges have been impeached. That's about 1 every 32 years. There's no accountability. Jefferson said because they were unelected federal judges, they would become despots and tyrants, causing us to shed the blood of patriots and tyrants. Yet again, about every 20 years, adding what's a few thousand dead to refresh the tree of liberty. Jefferson did not want to see anybody dead or harmed, and neither do I. But we need a new system, because otherwise there are others in this country who will take matters into their own hands, God forbid. So we want to make a revolution peaceful and legal, and we need your help to do it. You cannot depend on the Republican Party. It's all but dead. It doesn't represent the American people. It represents itself. It's corrupt. Now, the Democrats, they're more than corrupt. They're evil. They become the party of the devil, the party of socialists, communists, atheists, radical Muslims, radical Jews on the left, Marxian Jewish left, and I'm Jewish myself, and I'm telling you that because we need to criticize from within. And they're not even Jews. They don't believe in the 10 Commandments. They believe in a godless state, such as Marx advocated, their equivalent of the Savior. And radical blacks, radical LGBTQs, radical atheists. These are the people that are now in control of this country. And the Democrats, I just ordered a couple T-shirts which say, vote Democrat, it's easier than working. Handing money out, hand over fist. In California yesterday, the so-called governor, Gavin Newsom, who's subject to a recall, has got the legislator to hand out thousands and thousands of dollars with a $75 billion surplus in California. The taxes now are going up. That's what they want to do, to about 17%. The top 1% of Californians pay the taxes for everybody else, and now the money's being handed out, redistribution. That's communism. That's what it is. It's communism. And consequently, this country's on its knees. It's on its back, on life support. It's time for you to rise up. Join Freedom Watch at freedomwatchusa.org, our Justice League. Support our citizens' grand juries. Support our Third Continental Congress. Support our hard-hitting cases. We do more than just get documents and pound our chest and say how great we are and go on Fox News. You can take the documents where they don't shine. They've done nothing. You can hang them on the wall. But what we now need is action. So those of you that enjoy sitting on the couch, drinking champagne or whatever you drink, celebrating your retirement or whatever the case may be, or the fact that you simply don't work because you're on the dole, get up off the couch. Turn off Fox News. Turn off Sean Hannity. Turn off Newsmax, which is owned by Christopher Ruddy, or at least run by Christopher Ruddy now, who gave $1 million to the Clinton Foundation. Don't be fooled by these charlatans. Get up and save this country now before it's too late. And read my book, because I have a plan on how to do it. If you have ideas, contact me at L.E. E is for the Elliot, @gmail.com. We, the people, must rise up before it's too late. It already is at the 12th hour. That's my message for today. Remember, the God and the Son will help those that help themselves. But if you sit there on the couch watching Sean Hannity thinking everything's going to be okay, gee, I'm going to go out and play tennis and golf tomorrow, you can forget about this country, not just for yourselves, but your children and grandchildren. God bless you. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Until then, thank you for listening to me.
We saved big money with our Progressive Home and Auto Bundle and used the cash to take a family vacation.
To Hawaii.
Who's up for a luau?
Yay!
This is not a real testimonial. Sure, customers can save big money with Progressive, but not enough to go to Hawaii. They'll probably use it for things like the mortgage and groceries, or even a travel magazine, so at least they can see pictures of Hawaii.
Aloha!
Yes, say hello to those beautiful Hawaiian beaches in that magazine. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Hey, we get it. You don't want to be hearing a Progressive commercial right now, so let us tell you something you do want to hear. No one is funnier than you. People laugh just thinking about the things you've said. I'm laughing at one of them right now. Coworkers repeat your jokes at the office, but they're never as good as when you tell them, and shame on them for trying. There. Don't you feel better? You'll also feel better knowing you could save when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Although I'm sure you'd have a funnier way to say that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
At Acuity Insurance, we believe the things you do for your business are heroic, and you deserve someone equally heroic to protect them. We put our all into covering your business so you can focus on the things you love most. That's the power of heart. Acuity Insurance, wholeheartedly for you. Wholeheartedly